But Disney has some Disney Day or some shit, some Disney ass event. I don't know, something about Donald or Goofy. I ain't no Goofy. And during this event, Respawn Entertainment announced their new Star Wars game that, well, they didn't announce, they announced it last E3, but they revealed their new Star Wars game, and by reveal, I mean they showed a fucking CG trailer. If you're unfamiliar, Respawn Entertainment, they're the ones who make Apex Legends, Titanfall. They're also the creators of Call of Duty. For those of you unaware, Respawn is the original Infinity Ward. That Infinity Ward that's there under Activision now is like a shell of itself. The main players that were a part of that team, the original Infinity Ward that made Call of Duty, they now do Respawn. But yeah, Apex Legends and Titanfall, that's what they're known for right now. They are coming out with a single player game that they revealed. It's called Star Wars Jedi. I can't even pronounce Jedi. Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order. And I wrote down some notes, and here's kind of the gist of it about what you need to know. So The Fallen Order is an action adventure game. The main character's name is Cal Kestis, which if you take the last name out, it sounds like his name could be short for Calzone. I'm hungry. Well, I'm sorry, I haven't eaten yet. Yo, pepperoni calzone sound real good right now, my G. But yeah, his name is Cal Kestis, which also sounds like Conquistador. Cal, I don't know. Oh, isn't Superman's name Cal? Yo, this game is gonna be super. Anyway, so his name is Cal. He's a Padawan. If you're unfamiliar with Star Wars lore, Padawan is basically a Jedi in training. And it's set after Episode 3, after Order 66 is not conducted but ordered. If you don't know what Order 66 is, at the end of Episode 3, basically they said they're genocide, Jedi genocide. They're gonna kill all the fucking Jedis, basically the evil dudes, the Sith Lords and shit. So all the Jedis are being hunted and killed off. This is episode like 3.5, almost like it's in the middle between 3 and 4 before the Empire has fully risen. And Cal is in hiding, but during an accident, and this is what I got from like the cutscene, and he's like a construction worker or something like that, and one of his co-workers falls, and in order to save him, he had to use his force powers to save him and like kind of hover him or whatever, or like use his little telekinesis to control him and keep him from falling in the pit. So after he uses his powers, he reveals that he's not a Jedi, but you know, he's force sensitive. So then he becomes a target for the Empire's hit squad. And the way that they define the combat, they calling it thoughtful combat, but that's just some fancy ass shit. Basically, they just said it's easy to pick up but hard to master. So what I'm getting here is Devil May Cry, maybe Bayonetta vibes from it, where it's going to be a hack and slash game, but like it's going to be very combo heavy and intricate, and it's going to be one of those games where you can be as good as you want to be. And I don't know why this was fucking news. It's really sad that this is news in 2019. But Respawn said that there are going to be no microtransactions and no season pass. This is a single player game where you're just going to play it from start to finish. And like, why is that a thing? Like, that should be off rip. No fucking microtransactions in my damn single player games. Looking at you, Ubisoft. But anyways, the game, it sounds cool. I'm definitely interested. I like the fact that it takes place after Episode 3 in the Order 66. I'm just curious how this is gonna end, right? Because between Episode 3 and 4, we know what happens. The Empire rises, fucking Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan train together and shit, and Master Yoda and shit like that. So we know what happens. So my thing is, like, does he die like at the end? Because like they're killing off all the Jedis, and he's not even a Jedi. He was a Jedi in training. And also, will this character Cal be established into the canon? Is this a canon story? I mean, because at the end he could survive, and then maybe he shows up in the new movie that they announced, Rise of the Skywalker. I don't know. That would be fucking crazy if they did that. That would be fucking crazy. Like, he's like an old man at this point, and he was in hiding, and he's mastered his skills and shit. But my thing is, like, what was he doing during all this? I don't know. My main thing is, like, but my gut tells me they're not going to do that. I feel like they're going to kill him off the same way they killed off Starkiller, which is, if you never played Star Wars The Force Unleashed, not the second one, but the first one, the ending to the first one was fucking amazing, because they tied it into the original trilogy, and you didn't, at least I didn't see it coming. It was a great ending. It's one of those endings I do remember really well, and this is coming from somebody who's not a big Star Wars fan at all. Like, I like Star Wars, like lightsabers, niggas beating each other up and shit like that, but like I've never really been like into the Star Wars lore like that, and I really appreciated that ending in Force Unleashed. So I'm curious to know what's going to happen at the end of this game. But I mean, they said it's a story-driven game, so it's one of the things you're just gonna have to go and play. I'm interested in it. The story and the setting definitely sounds really dope. And they said that this is not a stealth game because some people were asking, because he is in hiding from the hit squad on the Empire. They said, no, this is an action game, so there's not gonna be any stealth in it. I personally would have not been mad if they included stealth, like make it an action stealth game, kind of like Assassin's Creed. I would not be mad if they gave you the option to fucking take out the hit squads that are like searching for you using stealth and then fighting when you have to. I wouldn't have been mad at that, but they're saying it's pure action. I'm not mad at that either. It is what it is. It's their choice. I'm curious to see how the game is going to play. I was disappointed with the reveal because it was just a CG trailer. If you haven't seen it, just go on YouTube and search the Fallen Order reveal trailer. It was just CG. So they just kind of gave us the story, and I personally wish companies would stop doing this, where they get on stage during these big events and they do a quote-unquote reveal of the game and they get the fans hyped, and all it is CG. And well, it's not CG because they said it was in-game, it was the in-game engine or whatever, like it's in-game footage. It looked like a fucking cutscene, bro. And motherfuckers want to see gameplay, even if it was only like 30 seconds of gameplay. Give us something to bite on. But if they gave us something to bite on, then we wouldn't have anything to look forward to at E3. Am I right? So yeah, and they didn't say at E3 they're gonna reveal the gameplay, but come on, fucking, it's an EA game. They have EA Play at E3. They're gonna fucking reveal it at E3, the actual gameplay. So I'm curious to see how it plays. I'm also curious to see how long the game is gonna be, but I look forward to it. It looks interesting. Those are just a little bit of my thoughts. So shout out to Calzone. Shout out to the Pepperoni Jedi. Yo, that J gonna be fire though, bro.
Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.